Hey guys, welcome back to Fluffy Princess Productions. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out the new snow biome update and 99 Nights in the Forest. There is a lot of stuff. We got like new classes, some cool cutscenes in here. So let's go ahead and check it all out. So here is our first new class. We have the base defender. This costs 40 gems, and we start out with 1 defense blueprint. Level 1 starts with a defense blueprint. Level 2 defenses can be upgraded, and then for level 3, defenses you place deal higher damage. So for our berserker class, this one costs 100 diamonds, and we start out with a medikit. For level 1, after first death, auto revive with low HP and hunger. For level 2, on reviving, receive a strength boost for a short duration. Level 3, deal higher damage as your HP gets lower. Okay, so here we are, and here is the owl. So it looks like it left this wolf. I'm gonna kill, grab the meat, and we're going to be grabbing the feather soon. Okay, it left, and then we'll grab the feather. Now the maximum amount of times you can grab feathers are 2 times. You only can get 2 per night when the owl comes in. Here is what it looks like when the owl chases you. It is very cool. You can use your flashlight to go ahead and stun it for a little bit, then it will hide and use its wings. And here is a new map basketball item that was added into the game. So what you can do is you can go over to it, click E on PC to grab the basketball, and you can go ahead and have fun throwing it around. You can throw it around the basketball hoops around the area. Sometimes you can find little basketball courts, and in those courts there's a chance to get a basketball. I'd say most of the time you go into a basketball court, you will find a basketball, but sometimes they don't have basketballs too. So sometimes you may and may not find basketballs. Now something that I do want to talk about that I realized, first what I want to do is I want to take a look at this board here. Now it says the entity, obviously referring to the owl. So it has things like behavior, as like a DNA kind of orb. This might also be claws too. It has it's hungry underlined. It also has a connection to the ice temple, hates sudden movements. Now, what's also interesting with this is that the owl, there's a little part engraved in stone of the owl, is at the top. So if you look up at the top, you can see the owl on top of the ice temple. And this is very small, you might have not realized this, but at the top left, we see this interesting logo. I mean, like, maybe it's, at first I didn't know really what it was, but I felt like they would just add something random there. You can also, there's also a little paper. You can see here the entity, some random symbols and stuff like that. Ice Temple is also in there. But then also, I was playing and I was finding this. I was playing around and then I look. Now this is in the place. It's a yellow building. It's like a radio station area, kind of. Like a lab, I guess. And I found this, which is the same exact symbol as the one at the top left of the board. Now my question is, what does this organization have to do with the owl? Now some lore says that the deer was experimented on. Now there's multiple things. I'm gonna kind of go over it, but there's lore that the deer was possibly experimented on, and that's how it happened. And then we also have another one where it's like a lab person experimented on itself, and then they became the deer. And there's also lore that this deer is actually the fifth kid, which is very interesting. It's a very interesting theory. All of them are very interesting, and at the moment, since we don't have a lot of lore to go on, we're not sure exactly. But those are just kind of like the main ones. I've never really heard any others, I think. But yeah, I just thought I'd point that out, because I feel like the owl has some type of lore that might be explained in other updates, or they might be planning on bringing back the owl into the lore, or they might be bringing back the owl or the snow biome. That's kind of a theory. It's not proven or anything. It's not confirmed, but it's just a theory, because why would you add an owl for a little bit? I mean, I guess you could, but... And then also in this picture, we have this, the shape of it is kind of like the world, kind of like the earth, or kind of like the world, you know. But then also it's shaped like an eyeball, so like it's watching everything and watching how everything is. And then inside for the pupil, we have a triangle. Now the triangle does, it could represent an Illuminati type of group or something like similar to that. So this could be like a group of people who might be planning for this. Now we also see the same triangle on the board here. Now, not only do we see the symbol, but bottom left, we see this triangle. It's filled with some stuff. This is also something that could lead on to this Illuminati idea. And then if we look, we have the things, the little DNA things. So it could be possible that this group of people could be breeding things, and that it's this group of people that could have created the deer, might have also created the owl, or maybe the deer was a mistake entirely and the owl is sort of like a weapon against it or something. But I feel like this group of people realizing that could also be really a big thing in the lore, because this could tell the deer's backstory. This could tell what happened with the cultists. This could explain our kind of situation in the forest too. Like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe there could be things that could help explain kind of forest lore or the owl or deer, whatever. Anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, sub, and hit the bell for more like this. Bye!